In a quiet village nestled among ancient mountains, there lived a young man known for his serene presence and wisdom. People often sought his guidance, hoping to find peace in their turbulent lives. One day, a troubled traveler arrived at his door, seeking help. "Wise one," the traveler said, bowing respectfully, "I have traveled far and wide, studied many teachings, and sought advice from countless sages, yet my mind is restless and filled with confusion. How can I find peace?" The man smiled gently and invited the traveler to sit with him by a small, serene pond. He handed the traveler a cup and began to pour tea from a pot. The tea flowed steadily, filling the cup, and soon it began to overflow, spilling onto the ground. "Stop! The cup is already full," the traveler exclaimed. The man stopped pouring and looked into the traveler's eyes. "Like this cup, your mind is full of thoughts, knowledge, and worries," he said. "To find peace, you must first empty your mind." "But how can I empty my mind when it is constantly filled with so much?" the traveler protested. The man motioned for the traveler to follow him. They walked to a nearby river, where the water flowed calmly over smooth stones. He picked up a handful of sand and held it tightly in his fist. "This sand represents your thoughts," he said. "When you hold on too tightly, it becomes difficult to manage." He opened his hand, allowing the sand to slip through his fingers and be carried away by the water. But when you let go, the river can carry them away, and your hand is free. The traveler watched the sand drift away and felt a sense of understanding wash over them. "But how do I let go?" they asked. The man pointed to the flowing river. "Sit by the river each day and focus on your breath. As thoughts arise, acknowledge them without attachment and let them flow away like the sand in the water. With practice, your mind will become as clear and peaceful as this river." The traveler began to practice this daily, sitting by the river and focusing on their breath. At first, their thoughts persisted, clamoring for attention, but gradually they learned to acknowledge them and let them go. Over time, their mind grew quieter, and a profound sense of peace emerged. Years later, the traveler returned to the village, now possessing a calm demeanor that others found inspiring. When asked how they found such tranquility, the traveler would smile and say, "Empty your mind and let your thoughts flow like the river. In emptiness, you will discover true peace." And so, the wisdom of the young man lived on, teaching generation after generation the power of emptying the mind to find peace and clarity.